What are you trying to do? And I believe that the House Weaponization Subcommittee, they're trying to get that information as to how those decisions were made. And there's a lot of pushback. So that's one thing I would want to do. And again, I want to look into this along with everyone else so we don't repeat the same damn mistakes. And that's what's happening here in Michigan. I mean, you would think that they learn after the first 4 years. Nope, we're just going to continue, rinse, repeat, for the second 4 years.
And you're exactly right. And that's where people have to understand the corruption is just not Democrats. It's both sides of the aisle. Yeah. It's both Republicans and Democrats. And that's why we're getting everyone that stays silent. I mean, Benton Harbor had their own Flint water crisis, right? Benton Harbor, Michigan. They dealt with the same thing. And that was kind of just swept underneath the rug and nobody talked about it. And the corporate media didn't talk about it. And people got hurt because of it. Another thing that's very hot in the media right now, and then President Trump weighed in, I think either yesterday or the day before, about January 6th and the FBI who was involved, a lot of agents. And I've been very involved with January 6th, interviewing people, especially Jeremy Brown, who was falsely imprisoned, former Green Beret Jeremy Brown. He's going to come back on the podcast. I interviewed him from prison. He was one of the very few that decided he was not going to settle with the FBI. He was going to fight, and he stayed in jail for years, refusing, and they finally let him out with the Trump pardon. But with the FBI being at January 6th, we're going to get that here in a second, but more importantly, the supposed FBI kidnapping plot of Governor Whitmer, which it looks like the FBI was also involved. What is your, number one, what are your thoughts on that? And what are you willing to do when you get elected?
Yeah, so I take a look at this, kidnapping plot. Some people were convicted, other people were exonerated. One thing that immediately comes to mind is our current Attorney General. She was caught on video, and it's all over the Detroit News, CNN. I think the video is still out there. She's like, oh, the people in the kidnapping case that were essentially found not guilty, that's only because you had misinformed Republican jurors in that Republican county. I'm paraphrasing, but basically that's what she said. That's absolutely wrong. That shows that in terms of the prosecutions, there's a political scope and a political animus. You have, essentially you're laser focused on your ideology, which is absolutely wrong.